Get him. Holy cow. Oh my god. For sure. Oh my god. Look at that thing. I can't even hold him. He's so big. It's the biggest bass I ever caught. Biggest one ever. Look at that thing. He's a toad. Grab it from the inside of the mouth. You won't escape. Alright, ready? Nice. Let's get one. Can you keep him? That one's a big, that's a nice one. You want a picture? I got him on camera for you. Oh, it's a bass. It's a big one. Get him up here, Dad. Play him. Yeah, buddy. Get him up here. Yeah! Look at that thing. Hey, what's your passcode? That was a nice one. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Real quickly, I'm just going to go over what we're using to catch fish. Took us a while to find the fish. They were sitting pretty deep on this day. It was pre-frontal conditions. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. We tried shallow fishing, didn't get any bites. So started fishing a little deeper. I don't know if you've been to Quincy Reservoir. There's a row of aeration tubes out in the middle. Pushes bubbles up. We're about probably 10-15 yards off of those. And that's where we were getting most of our bites. Alright, so first what I was using was this Vicious Tubby tube. It's a 4-inch tube, and I chose to pair it with this tube jig. Basically, you slide it in the back. If the tube's longer, sometimes you gotta cut a little slit in there, but just pop it up the top and tie it on. I was jigging it off the bottom, sweeping motions, trying to make it look like a crawdad, trying to get away. I caught the big bass on this 3-pounder. He didn't hit it hard at all. He pretty much just sucked it in and just started swimming away with it. And I felt the line get tight and set the hook, and we're good to go on that. Also with this tube jig, what I was doing, and right before I cast it out to catch that big fish, I did use some of this Bait Mate live game fish. Can't say whether it helped or not. I hadn't been jigging the tube before then. I just threw it right in. Basically, just put it right in the butt of the tube before you put the jig head in. Helps it slide in a little bit. But I got the smallmouth on. I was just using a drop shot setup. I got about 12-14 inch leader on here. It's pretty long for a drop shot, but we're fishing pretty deep, and the fish were suspending a little bit. And this drop shot hook, it's got a swivel on it, prevents some line tangles here. What I was doing is basically taking this gulp minnow, it's a smelt little guy, and you just nose hook it so that the hook comes out the top and just drop shot it that way. That smallmouth hit it actually pretty hard, put up a good fight. It was a fun fish to catch. The other guy I was fishing with was my dad. He was using the same setup. He was using the Zoom Super Fluke in white ice. It's a 4-inch swim bait. Pretty easy to rig up, same way. This was his bait of choice for the day. He was getting a lot more bites than I was. He actually hooked more fish than I did, but as you saw in the video, it was crappie and a smaller bass than I caught. But he was doing the same thing, just nose hooking it and swimming it around down there, sleeping and bouncing it off the bottom. And again, thanks for watching. As always, get those lines wet. Hopefully they get tight for you.